Hi guys, Nikki here. This is going to be a flood coat on my new resin project using Rebel Glitters Just For You Online UK's new white ignition dust. Excuse me. Um, I'm sorry I've been missing in action. As you could probably hear, I have the cold, so bear with me. But I wanted to get on and get the voiceover done so I could get this up on my YouTube because excuse me guys, this piece is now sold. So it'll go away to its new home later on today. Yes, somebody spotted it and they wanted it as a gift for their daughter's birthday. So I'm so over the moon. So new resin project now belongs to someone else. I'm so happy. So I wanted to try and get these out and up on YouTube and IGTV. Sorry guys. Anyway, yeah, so the new white ignition dust from Just For You Online UK is awesome. It's so nice. Excuse me guys. Super sparkly. You only need, like, if you're doing a flood coat, you only need a little bit. You saw how much resin I had in that cup there. 2 seconds guys. Oh look, sparkles. Yeah, there was literally a few ounces because I don't like to waste resin. Sorry guys. So I mixed up a few ounces because I've done a flood coat on this piece already, so I knew how much I needed, so there wouldn't be any waste, or I wouldn't be making like trillions of magnets. So you can see that's super sparkly. I only put a small amount in. I maybe could have used a bit more. But yeah, give me 2 seconds guys. I don't know where you all are today, but here in sunny Scotland, it's pouring rain. Excuse me. Definitely, it definitely does great for your your mood and how you're feeling. But it's positive vibes, positive mental attitude. Yeah. So I hope everybody, regardless of the weather, stay upbeat, stay positive. Yeah. So that's my pearls of wisdom for today. As you know, guys, did the video, and as normal, I was wearing my respirator and my goggles, well ventilated area, lots of good airflow. So sorry, guys. I didn't have my long sleeve top on though, so my bad. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Just you watch the video. Back again, guys. Sorry, had to go and get some tissue. Yeah, so happy this piece is going away to its new home today. They absolutely love it. As you know, it is they're both 8x10 deep edge, 1.5 inch, I think maybe 2 wooden cradled panels, with, as you know, because you've watched the process, loads of layers of resin, loads of crushed glass with the rough quartz and the quartz points, all your really sparkly glitter lines. I did the Posca lines the other day. It was just a quick, there was no point filming it. If I'm doing a bigger piece, excuse me guys, in future I will film it. And then, as you know, every flood coat that I've done, I have filmed for you guys. I know it's not all that interesting. So this was me just excuse me guys, putting on the layer, gave it a bit of heat, pop some bubbles, make it a bit easier to spread. It actually went on quite thick. I was quite surprised. So this was me just initially, you know, using one of my spreaders to kind of get it where it needed to go before going in with my gloved hand and getting it into all the nooks and crannies. That's a really special Scottish word, nooks and crannies, for everybody else out there that doesn't know what a nook or a cranny is. Sorry. Um, that's getting into all the little bits, all the corners, all the edges, all the bits in between all the stones or the glass. Um, so yeah, they are your nooks and crannies. um, that's so funny. Yeah, just in case anybody asks. So yeah, um, I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe should have waited till this cough and runny nose went away. But ah, you know what it's like. Everybody knows what it's like to have the cold. I didn't want to wait any longer to get this done. So yeah, this was me. Just all the little nooks and crannies. Just getting it spread across. And as you know, my table sits in front of my very, very reflective window. I always have it open, but when you don't always see me, you go off camera. 2 seconds, guys. I go off camera and I kind of kneel down and look to see from the reflection that I have gotten into every single piece and there's no dry spots. Um, but even though a hundred thousands of people will know doing this, that you could check a billion times for a dry spot or a hair, dog hairs, cat hairs, human hairs, and the next day when you double check it, there is one of those objects. You don't. I don't know. It takes a lot of time. You could be in the most hair free area, and there's still hair because obviously your body has hair too. There's hair on your head. There's eyelashes. So yeah, don't get disheartened. You just I if it's in a part that nobody's going to notice. I had to do a tiny bit of sanding before I put that flood coat on. There was a tiny, like minuscule hair. I thought it was a little patch of air bubbles, but when I had a excuse me, closer look, I did obviously notice that it was a teensy. It was the dog hair, or actually it might have been a cat hair. I don't know, but yeah, these things happen. It's just part of the process. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, that was me away off camera. Oh, coming in with the heat gun, the heat gun, the torch. Sorry, you'll have to just bear with me today. My brain's a bit frazzled. Um, yeah, so I think the day I did the flood coat, it was really sunny. As you know, up here in this part of our um, special place in Scotland, summer is few and far between. You take it as it comes. You could get 4 seasons in 1 minute if you're lucky. I've seen it go from blazing hot sunshine to rain, thunder, hail, and maybe a little bit of snow. Nah, I'm only kidding. That has happened before, so um, I'm sure wherever you all are, you have some really crazy weather. Um, yeah, it's fun. It's lots of fun. Excuse me, guys. So this was me just using all the very last little drips in my cup, filling in any bits that I thought needed some extra. Um, because once I'd looked, because, sorry, cause isn't a word, because once I'd looked, I noticed there was a few dips um, after torching. That sometimes happens. Excuse me, guys. So I thought I'll get all the little drips in those little tiny dimples and not waste any. A lot obviously came off as it was drying, even though it was levelled perfectly. Um, but yeah, and there was a tiny, tiny dry spot, but you wouldn't notice it because obviously it's had a flood coat on it. It happened to be in the, I'm looking at the screen from my end, top left hand side, just beside one of the gold glitter lines. But because it has resin on it, you could just barely notice it. So it didn't really, it wasn't a biggie. It wasn't in a bit that was really noticeable. And obviously I didn't film as well. After a few days of leaving this to cure, I went back in with some gold pinata alcohol ink to repaint the edges of all the gold where the glass and the crystals are. Excuse me, guys. And it gives the alcohol ink gives a nice bloom of gold out into the gold that was already there. Um, I will have pictures on my Instagram, and it gives it a really cool 3D effect. It's like the gold is floating on top of the painting. And it's the same with the Posca lines. You can kind of see the shadow sitting underneath them. It gives it that extra depth when you've done a few flood coats and a few coats of resin. Excuse me, guys. So, yeah, still going in. Who knew a flood coat could take so long? Just because some of us are extra pernickety and cautious and want to get it perfect. I think that was me. And again with the torch, it's a lot of bubbles with this, pesky bubbles. So I hope you're all good and I hope you're all happy. If you want to see me doing anything else, pop it in the comments below. I still have my shark to finish. He needs another flood coat, and then maybe a tiny bit of paint on top of him, and then after that I'll go in with the colours and the waves and all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get that done, but obviously once I knew that this was sold, I had to concentrate solely on getting this finished. It's great when that happens, so amazing. I was really pleased, so happy, because obviously it wasn't a commission, I just did it off my own back. And I have a commission to start as well, so Shark might need to wait a few weeks, but we'll wait and see. Might have time to do a few bits in between on him. Somebody was asking on Facebook about acrylic pouring and cells. Even though I've got my Dutch pour video up, I haven't done any acrylic pouring or flip cups on my channel yet. So I would like to get around to doing that at some point. Excuse me, guys, that would be really cool. Because the main bulk of my work these days is, as you all know, resin. I do some acrylic stuff as well. So yeah, thanks for I think we're coming up to the end. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm so sorry about this pesky cold. Um, and I hope my voiceover was still okay ish. Please give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs down, please tell me why. I'd like to know in the comments. If there's anything else you would like to see, as I said, stick it in the comments. And thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you all. Big shout out to Scarlett from Display of Colour DOC for the Pay It Forward on your last video of the Pay It Forward shout out. That's got me quite a few subscribers. I appreciate you so much, Scarlett, for your support, and the rest of you as well. So much love to you all. I hope you get to see this and hear my shout out. And at some point I'll have to figure out how to do the Pay It Forward. I think I've just got to add it to my bio list under the video. Might need some tips from someone. Who knew? Art plus videos and editing, it's been loads of fun. So yeah, I completely appreciate all your help. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and have enjoyed the video. Thanks, guys, and I will see you on the next one. There's still a few minutes left. Thought we were nearly finished. It's this pesky timer. I need some new glasses. That was me kneeling down, looking at every single piece to make sure there was no spots that I'd missed. Excuse me, guys. But I did. I missed a teensy weensy spot. But when I put the gold alcohol ink on, you wouldn't even notice it was there. Spent ages looking, checking. Could see my head in the shadow. I think there was a spot that I'd missed that I spotted on my last check. It's all good fun. Excuse me, guys. I should just cut off when there's long periods of times where I don't know what to say, because there's only so much talking you could do. And I will be shortening this down to put it on my IGTV because it's 19 minutes 22 seconds. So I'll be getting it under the 10-minute mark. So I have to do another voiceover. Yay! Lots of fun. I thought one of my dogs was going away to bark there. I don't have to go and re-edit this again. But yeah, anyway, bye guys. Have a great day and I will catch you all soon. Bye. Bye.